Hello, everybody. Today is day 6, part 6, and we are reading chapter 5, and we are going to read Scientist and the Bible. Alright. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Like always, I don't have a whole lot to say in, so I'm going to get started. Alright. What are you staring at me for? Alright. Let's get started. He's so weird. What? Alright. No. What? Okay. Here we go. Scientists who believed the Bible, many of the Alright. For real this time. Here we go. This is what we're reading today. Oh, man. Alright. Scientists who believed the Bible. Many of the great scientists of the past oh my gosh. Many of the great scientists of the past who founded and developed the key disciplines of science were creationists. Note the following sampling. Physics, there was Newton, Faraday, Maxwell, Kelvin. Chemistry was Boyle, Dalton, and Ramsay. Biology was Ray. I can't even pronounce this last name. Linnaeus, Linnaeus. Then there's Mendel, and then Pasteur. Geology, what are you doing? Geology is Sterno, Woodward, Brewster, and Agassiz, which is Agassiz. And then astronomy was Kepler, Galileo, Herschel, and Maunder. You still doing it? These men, as well as scores of others who could be mentioned, were creationists, not evolutionists, and their names are practically synonymous with the rise of modern science. To them, the scientific enterprise was a high calling, one dedicated to thinking God's thoughts after him. Henry M. Morris and Gary E. Parker. What is creation science? So, let's see, a little note right here. It says for Herschel, it says it was the Roman Catholic Church that opposed Galileo. Oh no, it was for Galileo. Roman Catholic Church that opposed Galileo, not the Christian Church. Okay. Harvey, in 1578 through 1657, Boyle, 1627 through 1691, Faraday, 1791 through 1867, and Maxwell, 1831 through 1879, were all committed Christians. Boyle, the first scientist who showed the difference between compounds and elements, was a lay preacher. Faraday, the discovery of electromagnetic induction, once read only from the Bible for a sermon, saying his words could add nothing to God's. We need more preachers like that, huh? Today's preachers, they have one or two verses, and the rest of it's their words. We could use more preachers and priests and rabbis who read mostly from the Bible. All right, let's see. Once read only from the Bible for a sermon, saying that his words could add nothing to God's. Maxwell, who discovered magnetic flux, penned these words: "Lord, it belongs not to my care whether I die or to live. To love and serve thee is my share, and that thy guard must give." Astronomer Johann Kepler believed the chief aim of all investigation of the external world should be to discover the rational order and harmony which has been imposed on it by God. Excuse me. Lord Kelvin wrote, "With regard to the origin of life, science positively affirms creative power. Much of modern scientific knowledge is built on the discoveries of other Bible-believing scientists." Leonardo da Vinci was 1452 through 1519, experimental science and physics. Francis Bacon, 1561 through 1626, scientific method. Samuel F.B. Morse, 1791-1872, telegraph. William Petty, 1623 to 1687, statistics, scientific economics. William Durham, 1657 through 1735, ecology. James Joule, 1818 through 1889, thermodynamics. Henry Fabry, 1823 to 1915. Are you serious? Entomology of living insects. Joseph Henry, 1797, 1878. Electric motor, can't read. Galvanometer. Now I feel silly. Arthur H. Compton. Science is the glimpse of God's purpose in nature, the very existence of the amazing world of the atom and radiation points to a purposeful creation, to the idea that there is a God and an intelligent purpose back of everything. An ordinary universe testifies to the greatest statement ever uttered: in the beginning, God. Arthur H. Compton, winner of Nobel Prize in Physics. Sir Isaac Newton, 1642 to 1662, considered his theological writings more important than his scientific writings. He stated, "There is a being who made all things, who holds all things in his power, and is therefore to be feared." He also wrote, "All material things seem to have been composed of the hard and solid particles above mentioned, variously associated in the first creation by the counsel of an intelligent agent, for it became him who created them to set them in order, and if he did so, it's unphilosophical to seek for any other origin of the world, or to pretend that it might arise out of a chaos by the mere law of nature." Joseph Lister, 1827 to 1912, founded antiseptic surgical methods. Lister's contributions to medical science have probably led to more lives being saved through modern medicine than the contribution of anyone else except Pasteur. Like Louis Pasteur, Lister was a Christian. He wrote, "I'm a believer in the fundamental doctrines of Christianity." Blaise Pascal, 1623-1662, was one of history's greatest mathematicians. He laid the foundation for hydrostatistics, hydrodynamics, differential calculus, and the theory of probability. He is famous for the wager of Pascal, paraphrased as follows: "How can anyone lose who chooses to be a Christian? If when he dies, then turns out to be no God, then his faith was in vain, and he has lost nothing. In fact, he has been happier in life than his non-believing friends. If, however, there is a God and a heaven and hell, then he has gained heaven, and his skeptical friends will have lost everything in hell." I've said something similar to that. Sir John Frederick Herschel. Sir John Frederick Herschel, an English astronomer who discovered over 500 stars, stated, "All human discoveries seem to be made only for the purpose of confirming more and more strongly the truths that come from on high and are contained in the sacred writings." His father, Sir William Herschel, also renowned astronomer, rightly insisted, "The undevoured astronomer must be mad." Undevout astronomer must be mad. Albert Einstein was not an atheist, as some professing atheists claim. He didn't accept God of the Bible, but he wasn't a fool. He knew that there was a creator. Look at his words about faith and science. "Science can only be created by those who are thoroughly imbued with the aspiration towards truth and understanding. This source of feeling, however, springs from the sphere of religion. To this there also belongs the faith in the possibility that the regulations valid for the world of existence are rational, that is, comprehensible to reason. I cannot conceive a genuine science without that profound faith." James Simpson, born in 1811, was responsible for the discovery of chloroform's antiseptic qualities, leading to its medical use worldwide. He also laid a solid foundation for gynecology and predicted the discovery of the X-ray. Dr. Simpson was president of the Royal Medical Society and royal physician to the Queen, the highest medical position of his day. He stated, "Christianity works because it is supremely true, and therefore supremely livable. There is nothing incompatible between religion and science." When asked what his greatest discoveries was, Dr. Simpson replied, "It was not chloroform. It was to know that I am a sinner and that I could be saved by the grace of God. A man has missed the whole meaning of life if he has not entered into an active, living relationship with God through Christ." And that is the end of chapter 5. And I hope you enjoyed that. Next, coming up, we have biology and the Bible. And that will be next. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing my videos, and liking and subscribing and all that stuff. Alright, well, thank you. Have a good day. I love you.